안녕하세요. Guys, it's Wed. While a lot of people are asking for more challenging content in the game, the TFD folks continue to add more power to Descendants. This in turn added a lot of more grind to the game. Now, a lot of people might complain about this, but a lot of people also enjoy the change. But what are we talking about? We're talking about Mutant Cell. The developer back in update 1.2.18 added this to the game. Mutant Cell. So if we go to the update right here, and you can see they add those things right here. So what you need to understand with this is they come with different sockets. So it added some aspect to the arcade tuning, and they are right here. I will leave a link in the description. That way, if you want to check back on the update, then you can just do so. In any case, what is the Mutant Cell and how do you interact with it? So if I go to my bunny character right here, and then you go to arcade tuning, and if you look on the board, you can see that in 4 corners, there's going to be those slots right here. And you have 4 slots for each board. So this one right here says Mutant Cell slot. And as you can see, it comes with a socket type. And this one is the C type, which is cerulean type. And this one right here comes with the rutile type. And then this one right here comes with the malachite type, which is the M, and this one comes with the xanthic type, which is the X. So you need to match the socket in order for you to do that. And also, in order for you to actually interact with that slot, you also need to make your way through that, which means you are going to need some points to get to that part. But once you get to that slot, it requires 0 for you to unlock it. But I'm going to show you how to unlock it real quick. Now, I want you to know that there is a difference between each descendant. So as you can see in my bunny right now, so let me switch to another descendant so I can show you how it is different for each descendant. So now we come to VSR. So we go to arcade tuning, and as you look at the board, so if you can see right here that the slot is malachite on the top left, and on the top right, it's a C. Bottom left is rutile, and bottom right is almandine, which is the A slot. So as you can see, it is different from when we were on our bunny board. Now, again, like I said, you have to make your way to this slot right here in order for you to unlock it. So now, how do you unlock this? So as an example, I am going to unlock this one for VSA. So you gotta click on it, and then once you click on it, then you press the corresponding button, and then it will unlock it. Then it is going to require you some resources, which we're gonna go over how to get those. And so it's gonna require the fission accelerant, and that's gonna take 100 from my inventory. So once you get this, then you click on the corresponding button and it unlocks this slot. So inside this slot, you need to socket the power that you want for your character. So if I click on it, it's going to say I have nothing. So in order for me to equip this, I need to go to my inventory to have a spoil box. So if I go to my consumables, then I'm going to go to miscellaneous, and you're going to see that I have a spoiler box. The spoiler box, inside the spoiler box, has got different powers. So if I click on this right here, and you can see all these powers that I have that I can choose from. So you have to activate one of those powers in order for you to use it on the board. So I am going to look for the one that I want. So there are many of them. So based on your build, based on what you're trying to do, then you can pick from there. Now let's say for my VSA build, I am going to add frostbite vulnerability. I know there are other options, but let's say I pick this option, and then that's the one that I want to pick. Now, this power is available for me to use on the arcade tuning board. So when I go back to the arcade tuning board, then I'm going to go back here, and then you can see the power is available for me to use. So I'm going to click on it, and then I'm just going to use the button, and it is equipped now. So now I have this power, and you can see what the power says that it does. And that's how you add the power to your mutant cell slot. And again, remember I said it has to match the socket. If it is a C, then that's what you need to use. Anyway, now that we know how to add this to our character, how do we get this spoiler box? Well, this is the grind that I was talking about in the beginning. Now, if I go back to my consumables to show you exactly another way you can see how to get those things, and I can go to miscellaneous again, and then if I click on the box, you can see there is a button that says acquisition info. So if I click on acquisition info, it's going to show me where to get those things. In this case, you can see everything that is highlighted there and everything that is hidden there, where you can get those. So this is infiltration operation. So whenever those are active, like for every day, they have different infiltration that are available. So during those days, this is where you can farm those from infiltration. However, the thing that is there every day, all the time, 24/7 is the Sigma sector. This is mainly going to be the ones that you are going to go and farm to get those spoiler box. The drop rate is very low, and it took me a while before I was able to get a few of them to actually make this video. So that's the reason why I said you need to use them wisely, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I mean by that. So Sigma sector is going to be your best bet to get those, because I tried the infiltration. I never got anything from there. But from Sigma sectors, even though I've been grinding for a while, I was able to get 3 of them from Sigma sectors. Now, what do I mean by use them wisely? So in this game, like I was saying, you already have characters with a lot of power. So there is no reason for you to actually and go add more powers if your character is already more powerful. Say, for instance, if I already have Serena, which is a very powerful character, and she was powerful even before there was mutant cells. So there is no reason for me to go add more power to Serena when my bunny is lacking. So in that case, I would personally go and add that power to my bunny, because it would make more sense for me to actually use bunny to actually farm for these things. So that is my logic. So that's the reason why I say use them wisely. And vice versa, if you decide Serena or another character that is strong is that's what you use for farming, then you can just use it for Serena. I was just giving you an example. Now, having said all of that, what if you make a choice you didn't like? How do you fight that? So in order for you to replace those, you got to go here, and you can see where it says reset or extract. Just press the corresponding button. So in this case, if I press and hold my Y button, it's going to give me that option. This option is for me to extract this cell that I made a mistake about, and then I can replace it with something else. But you're going to see that it is going to require another item. So this item right here, then you have to have those in your inventory. And those come from the Sigma sector. So if I go to my inventory under consumable and miscellaneous, then you can see right here. So if you click on acquisition, it tells you exactly where to get them. So you're just going to farm Sigma sectors while you're farming for the spoiler box. Those are going to drop, and those drop every time. So that is no issues, but they drop in very little quantity. So you're going to have to farm a lot regardless. Anyway, I think that is basically all you guys need to know. Hopefully this helps you out. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.